All right, so we're here on a special Couch Coach Live. We got my guys in the building, the Hoopers. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's going on, Coach? How you
What's going
doing,
on,
man?
Coach?
Everything good, man. We're here. The NBA Finals is, tomorrow, and man, we got a great show lined up for you. And it's funny because it was really was supposed to be the day that we were going to talk about the NBA Finals, kind of break it down. But we always got to have some type of monkey wrench that just it's got to be something else happening that's going on that's not basketball related.
Exactly. There's always
So
something.
right. So let's get into this Maria Taylor versus Rachel Nichols situation. So yesterday, and funny being the 4th of July, thought it was gonna be a quiet sports day, and lo and behold, a New York Post article was posted yesterday, and it had a leaked audio of Rachel Nichols talking to Adam Mendelsohn. And Adam Mendelsohn is LeBron James and Rich Paul's advisor, longtime advisor. And they were talking about this is stemming from September 2020, where Maria Taylor was assigned as the host of the NBA Finals, and Rachel Nichols was definitely not feeling it. I do have the audio for you, so we'll listen to it, and I guess fair use.
Yeah,
All right. Podcast 101. Always say fair use. So fair use. This is the leaked audio for Rachel Nichols from September of 2020. Let me pull that up.
Doris' styling reporter job for the NBA Finals. Because guess what that would clear the way for? For Maria to do the hosting for us. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressure because of all of that. And I'm trying to figure out how to just, my thing is that I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself know personally from the female side of it, go for it. Just, find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it with me and taking my thing away.
Yeah, so that was the leaked audio from Rachel Nichols, and that was talking about Maria Taylor. So, fellas, I want to hear you. we have a day to digest this.
Right.
What are you? So I'm gonna go with you first. Fresh, your thoughts on this situation with Rachel Nichols.
Right. So, of course, I heard people talking, or should I say tweeting about it before I actually heard the audio. So the initial outrage was I knew she said something out of line, something crazy. I thought it was a lot of people saying it was racist or whatever. So then I finally went back and heard it, and it just seems like she came off as such a hater towards Maria Taylor and a little entitled with being the host of the NBA Finals, like she called it her thing, like she's the only one that could do it or whatever. And it's funny that she made the statement that she made about them trying to give Maria more to do because they feel whatever about their long time of being terrible with diversity. But she mentioned she would know about it because she's a female. So if you know about it, why are you hating on Maria like that? Like, you literally said it right before you said the next thing that she shouldn't have said. So I just thought it was funny. And of course, we all know Rachel. I've been seeing her on TV as long as I've been watching ESPN or whatever. And she has covered a lot of basketball, and she seems like she's been respected in the basketball community. But it was just surprising how much of a entitled hater she sounded like to me.
Yeah. How about you, W?
Oh man, yeah, same thought. She's definitely a hater, hating for no reason. Maria Taylor has worked her way up to get in this position for college football and NBA, and do the NBA Finals and just do the countdown in general. And Rachel Nichols has to remember at one point she was also doing NFL and NBA stuff. So to act like you don't, to be in those shoes before, this comment is unnecessary. I heard the apology. I seen the crocodile tears. I'm not for any of it. I'm on Maria Taylor's side because, why make these comments right now? Like approaching the NBA final. I know it was last year, but this year coming up on the NBA finals again, and that long time for advisor for LeBron and Rich Paul is probably going to be a short time advisor for somebody else real soon after this gets played a lot more and gets heard by a lot more people.
Yeah. And what I find funny, like you said, in this type of situation, you got her pretty much her private thoughts and they were leaked. Right. So that's Rachel Nichols' truth.
Right.
So that's how she perceives the situation. And it's funny because, and just like you said, it comes across as a hater because you look at it from a standpoint, you all about inclusive, you want people to have diversity. But like she said, I'm all for diversity, but if it's blocking my opportunities, I'm not for it. Right. So that's let you know how disingenuous her pretty much champion for diversity and champion for women in sports. Right. That just lets you know right then and there that it's cool for you to do it, but if you blocking me, right, then I'm not for that diversity. Right. I'm not for that situation. But I found it very odd. I think a lot of people, because at first, because remember in the group chat, that's when everybody was like, "Oh, she need to be fired." This and third. I'm like, "Oh my god, what did Rachel Nichols do?"
Yeah, exactly.
Because the initial reaction was like my goodness, but then once I kind of sat down and kind of realized, because to me, it really wasn't racist. In my personal opinion,
it sounded like she more like a hater.
She was a hater. She was a hater.
Racist,
because, and just to give an example, if Michelle Beadle was still there, and she she kind of was that. But just imagine somebody else. Who can I even say? Ramona Shelburne, and she would she would say the same thing for her. Right. And so that's why, I don't really necessarily think it's because of that. I just think she just felt like entitled, and then she even said it's in her contract. But to me, if it was in her contract, why would you go to ESPN and tell them about this? And why, So part of me is how is it worded in your contract to say you're going to be hosting this at a certain period of time?
Right.
I found it odd, and I think that kind of speaks to the entitlement. But the one
I was gonna say to your point about I guess about it being her personal thought because she didn't know she was being recorded. So it is interesting too because you have to hear that. So you don't know the time because it sounds like she pissed, like she just talked to them about that. So I think that thinking about that now, I can see how that would kind of play a part in you saying some stuff that you don't really know what you're saying because she could have just talked to them and oh, they on some BS, and now I'm talking to him, so I'm really just getting my angry thoughts out. So I see that side of it a little bit just because you don't know the timing of it, but I still can't give her a pass because, like you say, that is her. It is in a way her true thought. That's what she's thinking because she unfiltered. She don't really know what she's saying or whatever. So that I think that plays a part in what you got to think about it too.
I got a real quick question about this. Is this the audio that the microphone guy got fired for last year? Because this would be about the same time.
That was the one. Yeah, because
is that audio?
Right. Probably so because it's been said that they've had this for a while. Wow. And ESPN was trying to keep it from someone else getting it. And of course, something always gets leaked. Right. Somebody gets fired, they're gonna get their revenge or whatever. So right. So it's been around and they've been trying to avoid it getting out. It just finally got out on them.
Right. And I think the one angle no one is really talking about, which I'm really shocked about, Adam Mendelson. And then the other audio too, because it was like a 2-part thing where they were talking about they were tired of Black Lives Matter and the Me Too movement. And I'm thinking to myself, if you're LeBron James' advisor, you're the one that's getting him to talk about Black Lives Matter and setting up these voting things and having this type of, I call it woke type mentality. I'm like, to me, I don't want this guy in my camp because obviously, because if he's an advisor, why? If I think it's a joke, that's like if someone that was advising y'all to do something, they tell you to vote for something, but then they vote something the total opposite and make you look crazy.
Right, for sure.
And that's why that's another thing I was like, yeah, this is a little this is interesting. Like the whole that's the angle of Adam Middleton as being like kind of the key figure in that. No one's really talking about that part where it's like, but yeah. So what do you guys think the future? What's going to happen with Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols? We know Maria Taylor contract is up in 3 weeks, and Rachel Nichols, I don't know how long her contract is, but she's there. So what do you guys think is going to happen to fall out after this, as far as Maria Taylor and Rachel Nichols concerned?
Like you say, I know Maria, she's in the middle of her contract negotiations. We've all heard about it if you've been on Twitter a little bit recently. I don't think she would want to leave, because people can leave ESPN. You don't have to be a part of them to have success, obviously. But I think if that's something that you want, it's a platform there for it. And I think Maria loves covering the biggest games and stuff. So I can see her staying there, but they're going to have to meet her number for sure now. Whatever that number was before, she's definitely going to want to get paid. So you're going to have to pay her and take care of her. And with Rachel, she's been there so long. And like I said, you're going to have the outrage at first of some people thinking it's racist, but they really don't come off as racist. So I don't think Rachel's going to get fired or anything. I think it'll be more so on if she decides to do something else. But if the players are backing her like Jefferson and Perkins did and Steven Jackson did, then, I don't think she's going to leave. But I see the president's comment. I had the comment. I was
Hey,
she Metro Atlanta, so
right.
Come on, Maria Taylor, going off the ball network. She can do the hoopers more than right with us every night.
Right. So. drop that Venmo and drop that Cash App. We'll donate that right now. We'll have a telethon. I don't know how old y'all are, but we'll do a Jerry Lewis telethon.
Right. How much you need?
We'll call between all of us.
You ain't got to worry about none of that no more.
Right.
We got you.
Trust me, we'll cough it up. We can have a Labor Day all weekend long.
I can buy you wings every day for lunch. I got you.
Right.
Like, walk out, whatever. I got you.
We can, yes, indeed. So, what your thoughts on it, John?
I think because of the respect that she does have from her peers, Kendra Perkins, Richard Jefferson, Steven Jackson, coming out, publicly to, have her back. Then the public relationship he has with players, both in the NFL and the NBA, it is going to be tough for ESPN to get rid of Rachel Nichols. And with Maria Taylor being such a younger member of their team, even with her status over there and her contract being up and, her wanting Stephen A. Smith money, I'm not saying she don't deserve that. She does deserve that. I'm just quoting because I don't know if that's what she's truly asking for or not. So it's like she could go somewhere else and get that, and especially because she says she wants to be like Robin Roberts as she gets older in her career. So she can go do that anywhere and get the money that she wants and that she feels that she deserves. So I think ESPN and Disney is going to be in a tight situation right now. But if Disney is smart, they're probably going to send Maria Taylor over to ABC. Honestly, and let her do some more, do stuff over there more. Like she still can do some NBA stuff, still can do some college football stuff, but now she can get into some more personal things as well.
Definitely shout out to our guy Gabe. He said Maria Taylor should walk from ESPN and take her talents to another network. On
that comment, real quick, I know my brother is a big thing with that. Like, if you don't have to be there if you don't want to, be a part of that conduct and how they are over there. You don't want to, abide by every rule if you don't agree with every rule. So if that's what she feels she need to do, she probably should do it.
Yeah, they broke their, and then he also said they broke their word on when they originally agreed to her demands not to feature Rachel Nichols on the pre-NBA Countdown show. Which that's another thing too. Where I think now they're gonna do it where she's gonna have like tape segments during the NBA Finals, but it's Rachel Nichols. But I'm thinking, but a part of me is like they still gonna intertwine you with a song. I mean, it's kind of hard to avoid. Like I know they have like production meetings, all kind of different meetings, stuff that's outside of the on air portion of the broadcast. Yeah. And they're like,
Yeah, they're gonna eventually see each other. That's why they,
Yeah.
she's been trying to apologize or whatever. So,
Yeah.
it's just weird, and it's funny though because Maria, she's really risen quickly if you really think about it. She's only been with ESPN a couple of years, so not a couple of years, but obviously like Rachel's been there almost 20 years, and it took a while for her to get some of those positions. But Maria's been the rising star because she's done well on college football, and then I mean even just to the point of her respect, like Jason Rose said, she had the MVP vote and a Heisman vote. So she got some status in the industry too, not just as a personality. So I mean,
exactly,
that speaks for itself.
And what's weird, like with her, I think her skill set is. I think what's going to happen Rachel Nichols gonna stay. In the most bizarrest, odd irony of all the situation, the safest person is gonna be Rachel Nichols.
Yeah,
because if they let her walk, she gonna take ESPN with her because she can sue. She gonna sue the mess out of them.
Yeah,
like because that's with the leak audio. That's so they gonna bump her salary to kind of compensate for the potential lawsuit that's gonna happen. Maria, I think she should stay at ESPN. I've heard other cases where like she could go to NBC. Amazon is interesting. Amazon is versioning. Like she'll probably do more like NFL stuff with Amazon because I don't think they really have rights with like college football and stuff. I think that's on lock as far as like the other major networks.
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah, that's the only way. I think for her skill set, I think ESPN might be best. Like you said, even going to ABC where if she want to transition,
right, to
be like the next Robin Roberts, she could be in that type of predicament. But I think ESPN might be probably the best place for her. Well, besides our network, but
the other networks. I mean, you got CBS, where you're not gonna do basketball on CBS unless you just want to do college basketball.
Yeah,
like say NBC. It's a matter of who have the TV rights. So it's really just what, like you say, what you want to do. And she clearly likes doing college football and the NBA. It's just a matter of them meeting her. If they meet her demands, I think she'd be okay.
Maybe she could go right to Disney so she can do like Fox and ABC. Fox for college sports and then do ABC.
I'll be honest, I don't think Disney really care. They got money, so they'll get whoever works for them. They tell them to work on that internally, though.
No, it's just a thought because, like you say, it's gonna. If you want to do both, how are you gonna do both on service?
She should go to ABC though, and then she could cover the finals and college football.
She could be the face of Notre Dame football at NBC. Potentially heard. Oh no, that's right now because Drew Brees there. Oh no, that's not gonna work. I just thought about that. Drew Brees is gonna be That's another issue at hand with because what she said about him in the little clan thing. I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fly.
Yeah,
probably Amazon or Fox. NBC, I think it might be a little, a little bit too much. Yeah, like Gabe said, she should go to Fox Sports 1 and host the college football pregame show like Aaron Andrews did before she became satellite reporter for the NFL. That probably then there's gonna be another issue.
Right.
Jenny Taft. Even though she don't cover, she just does like I think she does satellite reporting for Fox, but she's not on a pregame show now. But I'm like, here we go. It's going. I'll put it this way: wherever she goes, there's not going to be a swift transition.
Right. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I definitely think that's going to be it's going to be definitely, and we'll definitely find out Maria Taylor's fate in a few weeks right after the NBA Finals. So I think contract ends like July 22nd.